also people are talking about Lauli's English language. I mean, we didn't know we had English scholars running the government. Do you know other countries that have prime ministers, they speak in their own language because it is their first language. They are governed by that country and that country. And that language is what is spoken. Our language, Samoa, is our first language in our country. Of course, Lauli is going to speak in Samoa. And when he does speak English, I think it's absolutely fine. And he needs to translate it to the world so they know what is going on in Samoa and the dirty corruption that took over our country from previous governments that chose to sweep things under the rug, but accept the manera that was coming from every country that was supporting Samoa, but whilst our people were still suffering. So every time Lauli brings out the truth and digs deeper, these people don't like it because you know what? It is going to surface names. It's going to surface faces. It's going to bring truth. People are going to be called out for what they truly are. And Samoa is going to be a better place because Lauli is stepping into those shoes that no one had the balls and guts to do so because the money was sweet coming in. So you can all say what you want to say about Lauli, but without him and his government right now, the things that have been hidden, the drugs, the corruption, wouldn't have been revealed, and it's still revealing now. There are so many police officers that had high ranks in the Samoan police force that have resigned. Why do you think people are suddenly resigning? Because names are going to be pulled. Names are going to come out. Names are going to be revealed. Truth is going to be revealed. And guess what? It will most likely be the ones that had power that were sweeping this under the rug. A lot of innocent lives, drugs hitting the streets, kids selling drugs. Samoa is not supposed to be a country that is riddled with drugs. It should not. We are not a World War III country. But look at the way it is now. It's because the governments prior to this had 40 plus years to do something about it, to make it great again, but they didn't. And the minute Lauli comes in here and pulls his weight around and starts to demand truth, he is suddenly the bad guy. He is suddenly hated. He suddenly can't speak English. He is suddenly questioned for every question, every answer. We need to pay attention, and people might think, who cares what goes on in Samoa? I care. I care because my family live there. It is my home. It is my country. I care what happens in Samoa, whether I live here or not. We still support our family over there, and we still care because o a'u Samoa mongi e ka ua ia u mea le kukupu I sio ua kungu o whanga wai ma uolai. So yes, it does matter to us, and it should matter for you too. And we need to stop this government hate. Lauli is doing what is right for all of us. For all of us. He is trying to make Samoa great again. Ngā whaavai ele atua Samoa. That is the motto. That is the essence of our country. But it has been lost due to corruption, money, drugs, truth. There is so many things. And now this lady has passed away in prison. Who knows who's responsible for that? I mean, that's just a whole nother other cover-up that we need to yet reveal. And I'm so here for it. I'm here for truth. But this reporter, and how embarrassing. She lives in my husband's village. Oh, you girl, you need to get a proper day job. And you need to stop reporting things that are not even true. I don't know who's giving her a platform, man. If you are her boss, what you doing, man? What you doing? You should not be letting this woman report anything. And then the minute Lauli bans her from press conference, everybody's going, he shouldn't ban, the media has rights, blah, blah, blah. This is why the poor man is being degraded and dragged through because of reporters like this not reporting facts. Samoan people, open your eyes, pay attention to what is happening out there. Because I am a silent watcher and I see everything. I pay attention to the media. But this woman and her questions, and then she doesn't want to reveal the source. Lala menga elakoi. Lala menga elakoi fai o fisiri pa fai ke if you reveal the source. Olo source nga yei, olo fai kakala. Olo mea kongwa ngai ka olo source fai kakala. Kala whaakupu. Why don't you pay attention and try and gather your funds to try and defend your husband's case that will go to court? Because I know that his days are being numbered. And so is all those other little policey friends that were involved in this corruption. Because it's people like him and his so-called colleagues, staff, have caused a lot of deaths, innocent deaths of innocent people that went to do the right thing, to uphold the law, carry out the duty of the law, that were killed and ambushed because of your husband and his corruption. Because you know you did wrong. Speak facts, woman, or get off the media.